Hello, my name is Ajagunna, representing Troop 7186 from William B. Travis High School, and I am going to be presenting my costume construction for the Delta Sigma Theta May Week competition. I made this costume in November of 2024 for Texas Thespian Festival, and it was my first garment piece that I've ever made. I had picked up sewing over the summer so that I could learn a new skill and maybe learn how to make clothes. And I decided to make this costume to not only improve my sewing skills, but to show my skills to others. This costume took multiple weeks to make, and it started with the idea process. I had planned out an idea chart based off of different adaptations of the Queen of Hearts and made my own design to create. This was my final draft of my design, in which entails a ball gown with a high collar and puff sleeves. Although it slightly differs now, this was the main idea. Next was materials and budgeting. I had planned out the different materials that I would need, and I looked up where it would be getting it from, how much it would cost per unit and in total, and kept all my receipts and made sure that I personally spent under $100 because that was my budget for this project. Next, the most important and most time-consuming part of this process was the pattern making. To make sure that this dress was the right design and also fit my body, I made patterns myself from scratch and used my own math skills to make sure that they were the right and looked the way that I wanted it to turn out. I made different patterns for the bodice, which is what I have, the sleeves, which had 3 different patterns, and the skirt, which I used calculus and geometry for, to figure out what angles I would need to make the skirt. The final part is the sewing, which is very straightforward once you have the pieces, but once it came together, it was what I have. I used my attention to detail to add trims, a zipper on the side because the back had the high collar, and fix the panels up so that they would properly fit the hoop skirt underneath. This was a very time-consuming process, but I was able to juggle it with not only the creation of this, but also my theater rehearsals and school, and maintain a 3.5 GPA and my grades in my classes. I think this was able to show the people around me that you can do almost anything if you really set your mind to it and you really plan out your ideas. And yes, thank you for the consideration.